us out at KUAM.com or any of our social media platforms for the very latest Guam news headlines. Chris, we have a special guest in the Zoom room right now.
We sure do. She's going to be discussing with Jason what they hope to get out of this economic forum, the things that they're looking forward to seeing discussed, and the things they want to discuss from the Guam Chamber, Cathy Castro. And ladies and gentlemen, live here on the link, the one and only Jason Solis.
And anytime we get to spend with Cathy is a treat. We're talking about what the island's doing to recover, the support that she's giving to businesses of all scope, and also because she's in Tuman, and I love Tuman. So, Madam President, good morning. Hapaday. Good to see you as always.
Hapaday, good morning. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm here in the lobby.
I can. You're coming through 5x5. You're perfect.
Okay, good.
So before we get into it, I know that there is so much anticipation and anxiety and optimism. The emotions run the gamut. I think that's a very, very good thing from a business standpoint. Can you kind of contextualize? Here we are, maybe about like 56 minutes away from today's economic forum. From the people that have already showed up and everything like that, what does the tempo and what's the feeling that you get being on the floor?
I think that, there is very, very positive, thoughts. I think that we've come this far already. And, we've got the vaccination tourism that is already in swing. There's very positive reports that folks are very, very interested in participating. So it's just a matter of I think, just very clarification on guidance and just making sure that we can truly open at 100% by July 21st. I think those are the main things that we really, really want to know, and just to be able to, as businesses, fully utilize the resources so that we can open when our guests finally arrive and be at the capacity that we need to be, and not be able to have people waiting in lines. We're known for our hospitality. We're known for our holiday spirit, right? And so the last thing that we want to do is have our guests, expectations of being here and having a great experience, not have that type of experience. So again, so that's what we're looking for. We want to make sure that we're able to know what these expectations are truly, because there's all of these various interpretations, I guess. It's not very clear, and so we just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, and that we have a really, really firm timeline that we can work with.
Okay. That's absolutely pragmatic, and that takes me into my next question, because from your standpoint, and the chair you sit in, from a leader has been stay the course, cut corners where you can. Things are going to get really, really tough, but get creative. Try as best you can to do this, but obviously there have been casualties in the membership. Several businesses have regrettably had to shut down. Have you been thinking in the past maybe a couple of days, and even now as you prepare for this, what your message is going to be leading up to Liberation Day, and what kind of guidance, what kind of motivation you can give to people about moving from recovery back to a somewhat normal operational tempo?
Well, I don't think we're normal, Jason. I think that we're a long way from normal, but we are certainly in recovery, and it's a long road for a lot of businesses and for a lot of people. And we just have to, understand where we really are at, and know what the challenges that we're really going to be facing in the days to come, right? I mean, especially with the ending of PUA, maybe by approximately around the Labor Day timeline, and having folks that are not going to have that weekly paycheck. And that is a big, big concern, right? We want to, as a community, we have to be prepared for these things. And how are we going to support these individuals and continue to, as a community, be able to continue to do business and have be safe doing this, right? And then to have a message to the international world that Guam is safe and Guam is a good place to be. We're the safe haven. We're the jewel in the Pacific, and so there's a lot of things that we still have to do as residents and as a local community, but we have come so far, and it is because of our great community that we are here at this very place, right? And it is because of everybody's diligence, everybody's practicing of safety protocols. And we have to really be proud of ourselves to be here. And compared to other places in the United States, we're in a really good place. So let's continue to be vigilant. That's what we have to be. We can't let down our guard. We have to continue to be diligent, but let us move forward. That is so key, and it is so important. We have to be able to utilize our entire resources in order for us to be able to say, okay, you need a job, I have a place for you. But if we can't do that, then we unfortunately cannot offer those jobs.
Mm-hmm. Now, from a more macro standpoint, Cathy, what are you envisioning, or maybe what have you thought about as far as maybe using the lessons that we can take away from the coronavirus era? Because there are a lot of people in our community who would maybe say, from adversity comes opportunity, and maybe as far as shoring up our island hospitality to not have so many eggs in a basket, as far as being solely dependent on tourism and everything like that. And maybe what wisdom can we take away to apply towards industry going forward?
There's so many exercises that are going on right now. Like, for example, the Chamber is actually reviewing our strategic plan. That is so important because of the what has occurred because of the pandemic. As you well know, we have a partnership with the government of Guam in putting together economic diversification initiatives, right? And so I think that it is, this pandemic has shown us that we cannot solely put our eggs in one basket, as you said. Mm-hmm. We cannot, we've got a two-legged stool, right? We've got tourism and we have the federal government. And we obviously cannot rely on that. It's not good for our people. It's not good for our economy. So I think as a business community and as a government have recognized that and are moving diligently and fastidiously to make things happen in other areas in other ways. So I think that the community needs to be able to embrace that and be open to opportunities that are going to be good for Guam and for our people. Mm-hmm. So I'm very, very positive that some of these economic initiatives are going to come to fruition and it's going to be good for us. We just have to be able to look at them in positive light and embrace it.
And we know you're speaking from a standpoint as an entrepreneur and as someone who speaks honestly, because you've never sugarcoated anything as many times as we've had you on the show. And if things are really getting bad, you always state it as such. And you're like, okay, we're going to be hurting for quite a while. And like I said, do you see us going to a somewhat normal way of life? And you're like, I don't think that's going to be the case for at least, probably not even the short term, maybe the medium term. So, we appreciate your candor in that regard, and I'm sure your members do as well.
Yeah. So, again, and that's the reason why we're asking for that number. Is it really July 21, mm-hmm. right? Because, especially for the tourism industry, there's so many moving parts, right? There's relocation of assets, right? As far as even airplanes, we need to be able to get our people that want to come to Guam internationally. Well, we need more airplanes to come here, right? And then with airplanes, there's all of the infrastructure that goes with that, right? And then there's the marketing that's a part of that. And there's just so much things that are, surround that particular industry that is just not going to happen
exactly
in a month, right?
Yeah, we've had people on the show who've told us that they said, from a marketing or from a branding, from a feel-good standpoint, targeting Liberation Day would be, it's a real nice, clever tie-in, but maybe the date was arbitrarily selected and everything like that. And like you said, for implementation, is that really like the good date? And hopefully, the presentations today are going to cover that. I wanted to kind of say on that note, Cathy, there are a whole bunch of information sessions, and we highly encourage everybody. Please make sure if you are interested in the information to be presented today, go and register. It's a Zoom webinar, so it's free for the public to attend virtually if you're not there. .org or their Facebook page, and you can register to watch it. There are presentations, Cathy, on vaccine tourism, the essential tools of what we'll need going forward, the QR code program, results of UOG's coronavirus study, and then some other things. Will you personally be sitting on panels, or will you be presenting or moderating any forums?
I'm providing opening remarks.
Excellent.
We do have the University of Guam, really great folks who are going to be moderating our event today. And we have several government of Guam agencies, then the Physicians Advisory Group, Surgeon Sound, Public Health, Department of Labor, all of these folks that make it happen. The Governor of Guam is also going to provide opening remarks. We're super excited that she's going to be here today. I think this is going to be a really good event for everybody to learn a little bit more about, so that we can plan. And so we're encouraging everybody. And I understand from Mary that KUAM is also being a great supporter today and could possibly do the live feed as well.
We are.
And so thank you so much for your wonderful support. We truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. We're dying to see the information as much as you are and everything. And on that note, I want to give you, I would never ask you to steal the shine of our beloved governor, but we've been hearing, Cathy, that Governor Leon Guerrero is supposed to make what some are saying like a very significant, a landmark announcement today. Do you have any idea, or can you give us a hint at what that might be?
I do not. I'm so sorry. And it probably
Okay,
that laugh was a little duplicitous. I think you know.
Yeah, we got history, Cathy. Don't come around here with that smile saying, "Oh no, what? I don't know anything."
Cathy, you're among friends here on the link. It's a safe place.
Just
come on
between us girls. Come on.
Yeah.
I love you guys. I just don't have that information.
Give me something, Cathy.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You got to tune in. That's
there you
why
go.
this is such an important event.
Well, we're going to be streaming your opening remarks, so break a leg.
All right. Thank you so
All right.
much.
See you, Cathy.
We look forward to it. Congratulations again. Good luck.
Yeah, she knows. Totally. Right.
she knows.
Right on.
Look at that. She's got that's a $1 million smile right there. She's like, yep.
All right, 7:18. We'll take a break.
Can't get anybody to budge on this thing, man. We are like working all the back channels. We're making calls. We're sending WhatsApp messages and everything like that. But tight lips so far.
I heard it might have been something about the Link is her favorite morning show. Maybe. We'll take a break, guys. We're coming back with what? What?
Nice.
All right.
I'll take that.
We're coming back with more of the show next. Good morning.